Is instinct a valuable thing in guiding yourself along this career?
Completely. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's the most valuable thing. Because you can ask people's advice from morning, noon, and night, but, and you can get good advice, and you can get bad advice, whatever. But you really have to be able to trust yourself in order to do anything in the arts, because it ultimately has to be something that you are comfortable with as a person and really live with. I mean, it's like when you're writing songs and when you're making a record and when you're putting a band together and all these things, it's like you're building a house that you are going to have to live in. And someone else could come in and say, oh, well, you should do this, you should do that, whatever. But ultimately, you're the one who's got to live there. So you really have to make sure that you are comfortable with it, and instinct definitely plays a big part of that. Because right now, I'm traveling all the time, and I don't really live anywhere. So the music has to be my home.
Now, speaking about Relish, what I was noticing was, of course, there's the song about God, and then the final tune, Lumina, has some kind of religious base. Is there some religion mixed into your background that pops out like this?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily specifically religious. I think it's spiritual, and I feel like there's a spiritual element to all of us, whether we choose to express that through organized religion or whether we choose to ignore it or whatever. But that to me is just part of what is, the makeup of the world, and, part of writing songs is your own reflecting or sort of speaking the truth about what you think is in the world. So that's why those spiritual elements are included in the songs. I don't have any particular religious message that I'm trying to get across to anyone, whatever. I just feel like it's something that's important to me. It's something that I feel very, very strongly, and it just naturally comes out in the music.
So now you're out on the road. Does music come to you at this time, or is this something that you save for, I don't know, when you get off the road?
Yeah, it's hard to do finished, like to sit down and say, okay, this is the song and I'm finishing it now, and here's the bass line, and here's the chord changes, whatever, because there really isn't any time or any place for me to have a lot of privacy and space to do that, and so it's really not a time for finishing songs, but it is a good time for starting songs. It's a good time to collect bits and pieces that will end up being, in a finished song or a finished song.
Getting some input, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I've always got my notebook out and writing down ideas, whatever. And I mean, you end up writing down about 1 million words for every 5 or 10 words that end up in a song.